How do you teach play reading? The question is, how do you get a goalie to break from that tunnel vision in the moment focus of strictly reacting to a play after it's happened and push them to moments of broad focus, information gathering to a play that has a high likelihood of happening? For me, it was the D-zone faceoff that was the perfect place to introduce this focus shift for a couple of reasons. One, this is a repeatable scenario that starts from a controlled setup with additional time to gather information. As players are setting up, the goalie has time to run through this checklist and make their assessment about the scenario in front of them. Likewise, goalies are going to see several D-zone faceoffs in a game, which lets them accumulate some reps. Number 2, the feedback is immediate. As a goalie scans and assesses opposition formations and players, they'll piece together a couple of likely scenarios of what may happen or what the opposition might be trying to do. The puck drops, the scene plays out, and when it's all said and done, the goalie can reflect on their assessment of what actually happened. Number 3, a face-off requires a shift from narrow puck focus to broad in-zone focus, assessing up to 6 opposing players, immediate shooting threats, handedness, and personnel. If the goalie stays locked onto the puck in the linesman's hands during the setup, they'll never notice the weak side winger sliding up in the circle or the handedness of the center taking the draw. For young goalies that are starting to have discussions about play reading with coaches or parents, if it's something talked about in a setting hours or days away from the actual gameplay, I found it to be a very slow process for that play reading to come online. Goalies can use a simple checklist that has the following 3 items as teams are lining up for the face-off to increase their play reading ability. Item 1. Is there anything unusual about the opposition face-off formation? This can take a lot of different forms, like a D pinching way down, a strong side winger lining up on the weak side, or a weak side winger sliding up the circle away from your own winger. The answer to this might very well be no, but if something is unusual, it likely means that the unusualness might be a part of a set play that you're about to see. Item 2. What's the handedness of the opposing center, left or right? And how is their bottom hand positioned on their stick? This gives you a pretty accurate indication of their intentions off the draw, whether they want to win it back, win it to their left, win it to their right, tie up your center or push the puck forward, etc. And item 3. Is anyone in an immediate shooting threat? Someone in a one-timer position may be looking to get a quick shot off, especially if there's almost no time left on the clock. They may also have a set play that requires a pass or someone driving the net, again, oftentimes indicated by the way they line up for the draw. You might be totally wrong with these assessments most of the time, and that's actually fine. But the thing is, the feedback was immediate and added to your experience now that you're paying more attention. The goal is not to predict the exact play that happens, but to prime yourself in some way to anticipate the most likely 1 or 2 options that you might face if the opposition successfully executes. We are pattern recognition machines, but we have to first realize that we're in situations where patterns arise before we can begin anticipating the next step of the pattern. I'm Evan Carrillo. This is Cortex Goaltending, currently undergoing a rebranding to Cortex Athletics.